Well, it's Valentine's Day today. It's a pretty positive day, mostly. But there are those who like to prey on those looking for love with scams. And that is something the Better Business Bureau here in BC is warning about, because there are some scams connected to Valentine's Day to look out for. My guest is the President and CEO of the Better Business Bureau in BC, serving the mainland. Simone Lis is joining us. Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So, say it ain't so. Are people taking advantage on Valentine's Day?
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. I mean, last year when we issued what we call our risk report, which lists out the riskiest scams that when people are exposed to them, they tend to lose money to. And romance scams actually made it 6th on our list because even though there was less reports of them, what we saw was that when people were, when they did get exposure to them, almost 56% of them lost money, and it was our second highest place where people lost money, with a median loss of about $4,000.
Okay.
So, yes, people lose money to romance scams when they're looking for love.
Give us an example of how these work. I know that even just here in 2025, it's not far into the year, and we've already had a pretty big story of this happening with over $1 million lost. Can you tell us this one?
Yeah, I mean, there tends to be, various examples of different versions that we see. One of which is where you meet someone on some sort of a dating platform, and, you seem to be falling in love quite quickly. They quickly ask you to move to a more private place, like, WhatsApp or some of the other platforms out there, where your messages can be quiet and not, be seen through the platform itself. And then very shortly, either they want you to, invest in something that they think is a really good offer. And this is over some time. You've really connected with this person, and before you know it, you seem to be making money through some sort of cryptocurrency platform. So that's one kind of romance scam we see. The other one is where that same individual suddenly is in some dire straits, and they want to come see you so badly, but they don't have the money to do it, or they need your help. And before you know it, you're sending them money which you don't get back. So those are two kind of more common ones that we often see.
Now, but there was this story from earlier this year about a woman who was scammed by somebody using images of Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Tell us that story, because that got a lot of attention. I think even Brad Pitt himself weighed in on that. What happened there?
Yeah, in that story, from what I saw in the news reports, it looked like someone seemingly thought they had fallen in love with Brad Pitt. They were exchanging, messages. There were photos of him, and then it sounded like he was in the hospital. He couldn't get access to his money. This person then sent him money to try to help him. She thought they were engaged. She had been in a marriage, and she divorced from her husband. So it really is quite a devastating story. And then, if you look at the story that was put out in the news story, you can see that she was sent pictures of what looks like Brad Pitt in hospital. I mean, that use of technology to help scam this person, it's really sad.
Well, and I guess that's the thing about the AI-generated stuff, too. Somebody could be using a Brad Pitt image and make it look like he's in the hospital using AI, so you can almost match whatever story you're spinning to that victim on the other end.
Yeah, I mean, we had another one where they thought they were in a relationship with Elon Musk, and they reported that to us on our scam tracker tool. They thought, that they were in love, and they were asked to send about $700 in prepaid gift cards to help, Mr. Musk come and book a plane ticket so they could come and get married. So it really is unfortunate and sad, and using reputable names or celebrities, and again, technology. And it's not as if this is your first interaction with this person. This is someone that you have had interactions with over a long period of time.
Well, look out for the romance scams on this Valentine's Day. We're talking to Simone Lis from the Better Business Bureau. They're putting out that warning today. And with just a few seconds left, final thoughts or final things to look out for to keep yourself safe out there?
Well, I would also remind people, if you are looking for last-minute gifts, just to do your research, because, the other thing that's quite common is just online social media type websites and scams when you're buying from someone that's not legitimate. So make sure you do your research, come to BBB.org, and if you do see a scam, or if you are a victim of a scam, we would really encourage you to report it to us through our scam tracker tool and to the Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre.